when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
2nd and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
It's 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback, a day 3 selection in this year's draft.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. Now a 3rd and 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Harrington. And that is incomplete.
Harrington's pass.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Morgan. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
49-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw again. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
25-yard line.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. Dances by him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. A solid stiff arm. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Harrington. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Saints at 2-7 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Looking to throw. Harrington. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Gets around him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
25-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up second.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Saints 6.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Ooh, the juke. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll drop the throw. He finds his man complete. It's Morgan. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 5-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Saints 6.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Off the play fake. Harrington. And that's going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Jones. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And to get one right there, that shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
He was brought down at the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Harrington. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. The 11-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Cowboys 17. Saints 12.
Five plays there on that drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll set up to throw.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yards to go.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together.
And here's a quick throw to start the drive complete.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Back to throw. Harrington. And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Harrington. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
At the 34-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
At the 6-yard line.
1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. But I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down. But if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground. And that they did that time for a loss.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete.
Intended for number
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Harrington. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back to throw now on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
2nd and a couple.
Looking to throw. Harrington. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. across the 25 to the 27. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Harrington. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? One by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
No good. The score remains tied.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Gets past one man. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the right answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They'll go again to Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, again to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Over the middle, complete. That's Morgan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 2-yard pickup.
Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
Back to throw. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
24. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They run a draw here on second down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 14. And the Saints first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harrington. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
4 yards. That's another Saints first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Saints.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, Harrington. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14.
A gain of 12. First down, New Orleans.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
62 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Operating from the gun, Harrington. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Well, we'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Here's 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They're going to look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
That's taken in by Henderson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards. 1st down, Saints.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he'll tuck this and run. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
2nd and 11. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Off-play action. Harrington. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Harrington. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
First down, New Orleans.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2nd and 3.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
From the gun on 3rd down. Harrington. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
They'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And now here come the Cowboys. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Connection with Walker going across the formation. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40.
First and 10.
Give them 18 on the play.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And inside give to Jones. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 162 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Here's Barber. Oh, a good move at the 5. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. Jones is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now third and goal.
He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Saints take over.
New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They go play action here on first down.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
It's now second
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and
Operating from the gun, Harrington. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out now come the Cowboys.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side, he has Witten. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And Walker with it over the middle.
Now 2nd and 4.
Complete to number 84.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
32-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
This one swung out here to Jones.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
2nd down, goal to go.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 7, 56 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 30.
He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brings up 3rd down and
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
it's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. That throw right side here going to be incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
This to possibly force OT. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Cowboys,